Hi everybody, this is another video Project Tezcatlipoca put together as a way to help understand and cope with the current government attacks towards undocumented individuals and other historic marginalized groups in the country, as well as to promote resilience, critical consciousness, mental health, and safe communities. Although it is not my intention to say how and when each of us interprets and reacts to the issues affecting us, it is my intention to help us remain grounded, focused, and proactive about finding possible solutions to the challenges in front of us, hoping that this could help us take the best collective decisions so we can have control over our lives and communities and to develop a safe, just, and an egalitarian society. As the attacks on our communities continue, they start to conflict with other everyday stressors like personal health, family problems, and natural disaster, making it impossible for us not to feel overwhelmed. So it is important to understand that the tactics and policies adopted by the government are designed to break social expectations that allow us to operate with few difficulties. For example, ICE raids not only inflict fear, but also destroy our expectations of safety and justice. In other words, the government is trying to make us feel alone, vulnerable, and despairing at all times. Therefore, some people feel as if their world has collapsed or is not safe, forcing them to isolate or distance themselves from loved ones and places they enjoy. And as a consequence, some people are experiencing some sort of grief, social dissociation, or operating under survival instincts, while others experience some sort of guilt for trying to continue a normal life. Remember, human beings and historic marginalized communities are not strangers at facing and overcoming challenges, whether natural, socio-political, or otherwise. And as resilient entities, we have in our blood the knowledge and courage to stop the oppression affecting us and to build better and just communities. This is why it's very important that we don't assimilate or justify the violence and stereotypes imposed on us. In simple terms, we don't have to blame ourselves or our legal status or our gender and sexual identity for the abuses we are targets of. We don't have to internalize the stereotype that we are criminals or deranged individuals. But more importantly, we don't have to assimilate the belief that we are powerless or incapable of confronting and changing the current social political system. While many of us have been able to remain positive and hopeful about the future, many others could be experiencing psychological problems such as anxiety, stress, depression, and paranoia, as well as physical problems emanating from their state of mind and as a result of the constant government attacks. So it is important to take a moment to assess our state of mind and physical bodies to try to identify any possible changes. In other words, we have to be aware of the impact government attacks have on us, whether physical, psychological, or social. This with the sole purpose of finding possible solutions that reduce the outcomes of such problems and have clear thought process and decision making. Remember, in order for us to be of better help to others and to foster change in our communities, it is important that we take care of ourselves first. As stated before, if we intend to overcome the threat that the current administration and social political system represents to our well-being in communities, it is important that we have a balanced state of mind. So I hope this video motivates you to take a moment to grieve everything we have lost and to reflect on the changes taking place in our minds, bodies, and neighborhoods. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want me to be more explicit about a point or to talk about a specific topic, please feel free to DM me or leave a comment below. If you need professional help, do not hesitate to contact me, and I will make sure to help you find the services you need. Lastly, I wanted to thank all the people that provided feedback on this video. In struggle and in solidarity, Project Tezcatlipoca. The following are some symptoms to pay attention to as they are related to the problems mentioned before. Due to the current circumstances, we could feel easily irritable, uneasy, nervous, or having a fast heartbeat. So it is helpful to avoid consuming anything with caffeine, alcohol, or nicotine, as these substances can exacerbate such symptoms. Instead, you could have chamomile or lavender tea. Focus on your breathing. Listen to relaxing or calm music. Take a warm bath or shower. and ask for a space to relieve your emotions. If you oversleep or have problems falling or to staying asleep, avoid using digital gadgets or watching TV 10 minutes before going to bed. Meditate 5 minutes before going to sleep. You can find free sleep meditation sessions on YouTube. If you are experiencing physical symptoms like headaches, nausea, disruptive bowel movements, either constipation or constant need to use the restroom, do your best to stay hydrated and to have balanced meal that includes fruits and vegetables. Avoid eating meat in excess, as well as to lower your levels of stress and anxiety. Other physical symptoms can be muscle tension, especially in the shoulders or jaws, and other forms of body aches. So it is important to adopt exercise routine, practice yoga, go for a walk, or simply stretch your muscles. In case you're experiencing difficulty in concentrating, worrying about the future, having negative thoughts, feeling tired, and even low self-esteem, you could do the following. For every negative thought, think of one positive thing and one possible solution to whatever is stressing you. Remind yourself that you are okay and that we live one day at a time. And create a small list of things you have to accomplish throughout the day. I hope this helped you. Until next time, take care.